is 3-MMC? This is a drug that's actually very common in Europe. It is not very common in the United States at all. Just like in Europe, fentanyl is not very common. So 3-MMC is pretty much a synthetic. So there's nothing natural about it at all, and it mirrors the effects of cocaine along with something like ecstasy. So it gives you the euphoria, plus it gives you the sensation, the energy, all of that. Now, it is very addictive because of everything that it hits. Anything that creates dopamine in your brain, which 3-MMC does, is addictive because your brain builds a tolerance to dopamine very quickly, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. You can get hooked on drugs a lot of different ways. The big ways that you get hooked on it is dopamine and pain receptors. If something is causing you pain and puts your body into pain, your brain goes to instantly defaulting to it. Also, when it comes to serotonin altering, can make something addictive because that is your cognitive, that is your memory, that is your anger, that is a lot of the control over your brain's, system of what it comes to not being overwhelmed. When it comes to regulating your emotions in a sense, where the dopamine also is now the big mood energy, the feel good, the reward system. Anything that alters these is addictive. Now, if it alters multiple ones of these, such as 3-MMC does, it hits serotonin, it hits dopamine, it becomes even more addictive, and it's a substance that most people cannot control. And yes, you can OD from it, you can die from it. It is a very dangerous substance out there. But again, it's not something that's in the US. I've never used it personally. My drugs of choice were always alcohol and cocaine. I got sober 7/25/17. And I share for educational purposes only, because the more that you know, the more that you understand about addiction, the easier it is to fight through. And it is one day at a time, finding what works for you, whether it's inpatient treatment, outpatient treatment, therapy, therapist, medication, whatever it might be. Finding what works for you, because there's no right or wrong way of getting sober. It's your way to getting sober, and knowing that you matter and that you got this one day at a time. So don't give up. It does get better.